Hello guys, my name is Immaculate Obolano, also known as Softrock. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
I'm lost. Okay. Should we go with that?
No, definitely not. I'm not Immaculate.
Impersonation.
And my name is not Softrock.
Welcome back to Relationships Uncut with Softrock. Today I have my first guest. Her name is Ugochi Onwekusi.
Yeah.
We met as colleagues first. We used to work in the same company until she resigned and left me to go to greater heights. And since we met, we've been very good friends. I could definitely say right now she's my sister. We're very close and she's very good to me. So Ugochi, welcome to Relationships Uncut with Softrock. Thank you for being our first guest.
Oh, you're welcome. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Let me tell you guys background story. I actually love this girl because I traveled to get here. Let's just leave it at that. I'll continue.
I feel special. I feel special. Look, you guys, we call her Gucci Fierce for a reason. She's fierce. So to get her to come here was a struggle, but I appreciate you and I appreciate your sacrifice for being here. Thank you. I love you. Okay, so today we're going to be discussing parenting and upbringing. And I have Ugochi here as my first guest because she has a peculiar story about her upbringing and parenting. So let's get into it. So Ugochi,
yes.
Tell us, give us a brief background of your upbringing and your parenting.
Okay. Let me start with myself. My name is Ugochi Onwekusi, formerly known as Ugochi Ekweme. So Onwekusi is my marriage name. I come from a separated home. My parents are separated, not divorced. They are separated. I have two siblings. I have an elder sister and I have a younger brother. So, what else would you like to know? I have a kid and one on the way.
One on the way. One I can't wait to meet.
Yeah, one on the way. So, my background, I would say, was okay. It was okay. I'm from a separated home. Of course, it wasn't easy, but you know, there are certain things that happen to us that shape us in life. So, I would say it all turned out for good. Yeah, okay, I can't complain. You know.
How old were you when this separation happened? Exactly. Can you remember?
That was I was 16. I was 16, yeah, okay. Because I had just finished my secondary school education. So I was 16.
Okay. And at that time, how did you feel about the separation? You were already grown, you weren't a child that didn't know anything. So you obviously knew something was happening. So how did you feel about it then? And how would you say you feel about it now, after so many years have passed?
Well, then I would say I felt betrayed. Betrayed because I was the closest to my father. So I think it kind of hits me the hardest, I would say, because I had an elder sister. She was closer to my mom, but I was the person who was actually close to my father. So when those issues started coming up, I felt like I'd been living with a stranger, or I felt like I didn't know who I was living it with, or he sort of morphed into a different person overnight, you know. So yeah, I would say betrayed. But how I feel about it now, honestly, I'm indifferent. I'm very indifferent, because with maturity you get to realize that there are certain situations in life that you have no control over. It wasn't my relationship, you know. I practically had no decision to make concerning that. So, and I think at the end of the day, everything turned out perfectly. I wouldn't say perfect, because nothing is perfect, but everything turned out all right. So I can't complain really. I'm indifferent right now. Yeah.
And would you say that the separation and everything that happened puts maybe an unconscious limit to you achieving anything that you would have set to achieve?
Yes, I would say it did. It did, because like I was having a discussion with my husband this morning, and he said the norm is to have two parents, right? So there is a reason why God made it that way. There is a reason why you should have a father, and there's a reason why you should have a mother. You know, they both have their roles to play in your life. So I would say it puts a limit, because when you have one parent doing the job of two parents,
True.
My dear, I'm a parent. I know that taking care of a child is no joke. It is not a joke. Like, sometimes when my husband is not even around, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, I feel like I'm going to pull. Like, this is not my normal face. So you need to come to my house to see what I look like.
I agree with this, because
on the day I'm handling my daughter, you need to see what I look like in my house. So, you know, being responsible for a whole human being like yourself, being responsible for the child's emotional security, physical security, a child's education, spirituality, everything. It's just tasking. It's
mentally, it could be mentally draining.
It's crazy. So I would say put a limit, but a significant limit, no.
Okay.
I won't say it had a significant because my mom is a soldier, so
I agree to that too.
She killed it for me.
Yes.
So yeah, so of course I may have achieved more than, you know, but you can't, at the end of the day, really, when you turn out like I have turned out, you can't complain.
You can't complain.
You actually can't complain.
Okay.
All you can do is just be grateful. So
So tell us how growing up with your mom was. I know your mother, and I have heard some stories. Please tell us a few.
Okay, when you say growing up, do you mean before the separation?
No. After everything happened, how was it growing up with her?
Okay. You know our parents now. You know their generation. My mom is the kind of mom that will say, don't do this. If you do this, you know what people will think. What will people say? You know, you're wearing this kind of short skirt and you're going out. Do you know you're naked? You know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, she's your typical analog mom. She's better now because, you know, strong-head. I was strong-head as
calm down.
But, you know, growing up we had then as a teenager, you don't really have any decisions to make, really. Where Mrs. Ekweme is concerned, as long as you're living under her roof, you are eating her food. If she says come back by 12 noon, sister, please,
alright,
just be back by 12 noon. Because you will not like the consequences. Trust me, you're not going to like it. Just respect yourself and come back. That's all I have to say.
Oh my goodness.
So she was strict, but it drew us closer because the separation puts a lot of things in perspective.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you mature really fast because it removes the cloud from your parents protect us from so many things, from a lot.
Yes.
So when that cloud comes off you grow up really fast. So we saw her suffering, we saw her sacrifice, most importantly.
Okay.
So we understood where she was coming from. And I feel like once that understanding is there, parenting is a whole lot easier. Because I think the issue with parenting, the major issue with parenting is trying to get your child to see why you do the things that you do, why you make the decisions that you're trying to make them understand, because both of you are not reasoning on the same level, you know.
That's right.
But when that child begins to understand that, oh, okay, this thing my mom is doing is really getting on my nerves, but I see where she's coming from, you know.
Yeah.
You learn to meet her halfway.
Sure.
So I think we adjusted. Basically, it was okay.
That's good.
It was okay growing up with her. It wasn't the easiest, but she was, and it got us closer. I think the separation brought us closer.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't live without my mom.
Yes, I know.
I can't survive.
I
Seriously,
know,
it's
this
not a
one.
joke.
She's not a certified.
You don't want to know the
mommy's
extent.
baby. Very much
Trust
certified.
me.
She has refused to move anywhere far from her mom.
You don't
Very
want to know.
certified. Okay, so I know you've mentioned about how the separation might have put a limit, but not a significant one.
Yeah.
But do you think if the separation hadn't happened at all, if there was no separation at all, do you think your life would have been easier, or do you think it would have been any different from now? Did you have dreams then that you wanted to achieve if they were together, that you think you would have done now?
I achieved all the dreams I wanted to achieve.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, some of us are more so ambitious. We just want to make money,
Relax,
provide for our
and
family,
be taken care of.
you know? So I can say I'm doing that well now. Well, would it have made my life a whole lot easier? Yeah, it would have. It would have made my life a whole lot easier if my parents were together, because when your parents are not together, my dear, there's a lot of drama.
True.
So, yeah, it would have made my life a whole lot easier.
Okay.
It would have changed, it would have affected my mindset, I guess, because like I said, parents protect us from a lot of things, you know. So the separation tore my eye like this.
Oh.
Yeah. So when it would have, I guess, it would have changed a lot of things, because now I have a perspective on a whole lot of things, and I think they are based off of the experiences I've had. If I had had a different experience, definitely it won't be the same perspective. You know, I won't have the same mindset. So yeah, I guess things would have been different, you know, in some way.
How would you describe your relationship with your dad now?
That one is hard. Because my relationship with my dad now is, I'm looking for the word. I don't want to say non-existent. It's not non-existent though, because if he calls me, I answer the phone. Okay, we can talk. Do you understand?
Should we use complicated?
It's not complicated. It's at least on my own end though.
Okay.
Because me, I'm a pretty simple person. It's either we vibe, or we don't vibe. So right now we're not vibing. You get? So we're just cool. Let's just say it's cordial.
Okay.
We're civil towards one another.
That works.
Me, I'm civil. You know, so
that works.
We're civil towards one another. We're good.
Okay,
we're good.
All right. So I mean, I really like this discussion I'm having, because there's this idea people have about how people or children that grow up with only one parent are supposed to behave. There's a certain kind of stigma attached to it when people say, oh, you have a single mom or a single dad, this one will be wayward or something funny, but I like that you're a very good example of how it doesn't matter how you grew up. It doesn't matter if you have one parent or two. What matters is the attention that was paid to the child, and how that child definitely understood the parents and took the good experiences from it and grew up great.
Basically, what I would say is you only need a proof that you only need one good parent. Really,
Sure.
you just need one parent to actually care. When I say care, I mean parenting is a sacrifice.
Yes.
That's what most people do not realize, because when you decide to have a child, it's not just to born the child and drop. Do you get? You have to. It's like giving up your life for somebody. There are some things you will definitely have to give up as a parent for your child. So all you need is only one parent that actually cares. The situation our country is in, or the place we are in now, there's a lot of stigma surrounding separation and all that, But I feel like as the child, there's only so much you can do. You can't do anything about it, really. And when two people are not just connecting, my dear, they are not connecting. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing. You just have to make the best of the situation. And as the child, it might be difficult, but it means you have to grow up fast. You have to realize that the person taking care of you is also a human being, and the person cannot come and kill himself or herself. If it's a man or a woman in your case, So you have to meet them halfway, basically. Just meet them halfway. Concerning the stigma, I would say Nigerians will always be Nigerians. So it's left for you as a person to prove them wrong. At every turn. Show them why you're the better person. Prove them wrong. I've dealt with it a lot. I dealt with it in so many areas. Dating, marriage, But just show them that, I'm still the real deal. There's nothing you can
the real deal.
So they'll be alright, last. Everybody will be fine.
Eventually,
everybody will be fine.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Ugochi, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I really hope that let's hope that Nigeria grows to a stage where people are not stigmatized because of their upbringing and their situation in life. Because nobody really chooses what happens.
Yes.
Things just happen.
Things happen. True.
Thank you so much for coming. But you're not going so easily. Before you go, you are going to play our game. She's going to play small game, just a little game.
Okay, now.
We'll be right back. Okay, we're back with Ugochi, and she's going to play our truth or dare game. Very simple and straightforward. The only difference between this truth or dare is she has no right to decline. You must do whatever is there. Whatever you pick, you must do it. There's no punishment. You must. Get it?
Get it.
So, truth or dare?
We've started.
Yes, please pick one.
Truth.
So, yeah.
I should pick.
Yes. Pick. Tell us. Let me read it out for you. What dumb accomplishments would you say you are most proud of? A dumb one. Don't go and give us that one thing.
Dumb.
Yes.
Define dumb. What do you mean by dumb accomplishment? Because
okay, let me give you an example. I have one.
What was it? Tell me.
I won most sought after during NYSC. I'm very proud of that. I want most sought after. Do you know what it means to be most sought after of myself during NYSC? Come on. So tell us.
Please. I have dumb. That's a dumb accomplishment. I have a few of my own dumb accomplishments, but I'm not proud. I won't say I'm proud of them.
Tell us.
But I'm not proud of them.
It doesn't matter. You need to tell us.
Okay. Judging from what she said, yes, I have dumb accomplishments. I won Lakov my first year. That's the girl with the baddest figure. You know.
She madu.
Yeah.
Kill them, slay them.
You know.
Alright. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and drop comments. You guys, please drop your comments under this video. Tell us what you think about our guest and her story. And if you can relate to it, also give us a shout out on our social media pages through DMs at relationshipsuncutwithsoftrock on Twitter and on Instagram. Thank you for coming on the show, Ugochi.
Welcome, baby.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, guys. Till next time, I remain Softrock.
Bye.